I must go. To this day, my grandfather stepped down and decided he wanted to retire. So he handed me the keys to the farm, but I found out it had a $1.5 million debt over his head that I need to pay off in 5 years. Will we fail? Will we succeed? Find out today's video. Alright, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I'm just pulling out the honeybee header because we are getting ready. So right now we're pulling out our honeybee header because we have to get it ready to go out into the field. Today is the first day of harvest, and we are of course starting our harvest out with a wheat harvest, and I cannot be more excited. Oh, it's just so amazing to finally get this stuff rocking and rolling, ready to go. On top of that, we also need to pull the John Deere out, and we need to pull out one of the other tractors as well because we got a lot to do, a lot of stuff to set up. We also need to get spraying done as well. So probably, I don't know, winds are kind of a little bit picking up right now. I really don't want to put too much time into spraying at this moment. Until the winds die down, I don't really want to spray too much. We still have to spray for the weeds, and we've been kind of lacking on it because the winds have been so bad the last few weeks and months. So right now, everything's kind of dying down a little bit, so I think we're going to finally get into it today, but I want to give it a little bit more time to kind of die down a little bit more so we can actually get into the field with our rented sprayer. Now I gotta back up and attach it to the honeybee header. So I am going to leave the wheels on it. I'm just trying to make sure that everything works good. That looks perfect. So this honeybee header right here is a draper mixed with an auger. The auger's up there to kind of any beams that want to go over. They'll just go ahead and push them directly towards our internals. So this thing looks like it is golden and ready to go, and I'm excited about that. So we're just going to go ahead and fold that up. Back this back up over here. We're ready there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this out to the field just so it's ready to go. We need to get the semi truck hooked up, but actually the semi truck is all the way over there. I do want to show you guys this. We did this on a live stream, so we did have fun and do all this right here. We mowed it, and of course we cultivated and planted it straight grass. Just did want to kind of let y'all know what we did there and why that's all changed. It's not been bad. It was actually, we did it and have fun on live stream. Alright, and after a lot of moving equipment around, we finally got our harvester ready to rock and roll. So we're just going to take it on down here, and we have all the equipment down there we need. We have our auger wagon, we have our semi-truck trailer, and then of course we have our header. And I will say I'm excited to finally be getting into the field with our S670. I'm so excited. It's been so long and I've been waiting. I've been looking at this combine like soon it's finally here. Alright, just gotta slowly come up here. That's what we want to do. We want to pick that up, detach that, and back straight up. Unfold that, unfold that. Alright, there we go. Got everything kind of dialed in, ready to go. We should be putting down a swath row as well. So we're going to start with, of course, the headland. That should help us out in getting this field started. And shouldn't take us too long to get this first little half of this field done. Because honestly, this is going to take a hot minute to do all of these fields, because we got a lot of wheat. I do like for the option of having this new combine. We did choose a combine that had a hopper the size of both of the old combines combined into one. So it helps us out a lot and doesn't really make us miss too much of the other two combines. And that's also why we went with an upgraded header. It just keeps everything in one location. Don't have to worry about two combines. And it honestly just makes it a lot easier. I'm kindly letting Jacob take over the new harvester, and I'm going to run grain cart for a little bit. I've had my little bit of experience. I wanted it. It's a really nice machine. And honestly, I can't wait to see what it can do. Starting out to think that we may not have a big enough grain cart for it, but hey, we'll see as time goes on. Our grain cart should be sufficient enough to at least get one full load out of it. Maybe a load and a half. Yeah, but it should be about a load and a half. Yeah, there it goes. 654 bushels. That is an amazing amount. Just to get one full hopper off of that guy, and this 654, yes, I do know there's probably a little bit extra because he was in the middle of some runs, but that is still going to be massively more improvements. And I don't have to worry about running two combines down, keeping two of them running. I can focus on one at a time, help one, and we don't got to worry about it. But there is a downside to it. If this combine breaks for any reason, we're having to fix it ASAP because there's no other combines that we'll have here on the farm. This winter I really need to talk about getting this right here leveled a little bit better, so we're not having to go so deep into the ditch. And it took a little bit longer to actually get a full trailer hopper than I thought it would, but we are finally getting the back a little bit of this hopper filled, and it's actually loaded as well, so we probably got another trailer ready almost to go. So I'm gonna just take it on down here. Gotta sit right here for a second. We're just gonna take the semi truck, at least take it back to the shop and out of the way, so we can go ahead and keep transporting more. So far, the wheat does not look like it's performing the worst in the world. I've definitely seen worse performance out of the wheats, especially when we had it up in that northern area. It did not perform good at all. Let's turn on into here. Before we actually unload the wheat, we honestly might want to stop for a second and get some diesel. Little red lights blinking at me, and it's been a little hot minute since we put some diesel in her. We'll pull right here. That'll be about $600. That diesel just gets more and more expensive as time goes on. Pull around this corner, get low to the Wilson. I really do want to start looking at getting another semi-truck trailer. While I'm in the cab of the tractor, I might just start looking for another semi-truck, because we really do need it for the farm, and we can start running the Wilson and this and really start knocking out some fields. Alright, put up the 2 loads of wheat we got. I wouldn't mind maybe at the end of this year possibly looking at picking up that field, because we do got enough money that we are not really struggling anymore. That first year was a really bad struggle. This year's not as bad. We've been paying the bills pretty easily. Everything's been kind of looking up in the direction for the farm. Shut that off right there. Come over here. Let's jump on the inside this for a second, and let's get this thing unloaded and get this little bit of that field right there knocked out, and then we got to knock out the rest of the other fields. real, it has been a little bit. I did a little bit of a live stream to take all of the wheat harvest and get it done. It was honestly really fun. I'm so glad that so many people showed up. I think we had a max of like 100 people at one point, so it's pretty cool to see that and kind of enjoy having that fun with the community. And honestly, I really like that. And for the people who showed up, comment down below. I want to see all that. But right now we're heading back to the farm with our honeybee header, and we learned a valuable lesson. This honeybee header does not flex, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, so we may take it to the John Deere dealership and go trade it in. Not 100% sure just yet, because we have so much on our list that we have to get done. And on part of that list we have to get done, we need to start thinking about getting the field sprayed. That is the next thing on my list to get done, at least, is spraying fields. Of course, after we get all of our wheat harvesting equipment back to the shop, we did look at the price of wheat, and wheat was exceptionally well priced. So we may look into getting that a little bit done. Because right now, wheat is going for $34. And right now, we are kind of in the middle of facing a decision. I'm thinking about picking up this right here. So this right here is field 41, and it's right across the road from our actual homestead. And it would give us another well-valued field for our harvesting efforts. It's either going to be that or that. And honestly, we can afford that a little bit better than this, because they're wanting $91,000 for that. That guy's already wanting to sell that. So we're not 100% sure what we're going to buy just yet. I do know I want to buy something, but we don't know what. And a little bit of a loan update. We owe $1.2 million still on the loan. And so we could pay that off a little bit quicker and get that done. But honestly, with how much we're making enough, we're staying afloat, and we don't really need to worry about it as much. Now, I also did make the decision we're not going to hire a crop duster this year. I thought we were going to try, but we don't need to, because we have all the equipment we need, and we are renting a sprayer right now. Maybe next year we can upgrade our sprayer to a little bit better, because also I thought we were gonna get more than one map done on this, so we're not. We're only going to get this map done. And with that being the case, and I'm making that judgment call now, I'm gonna start going full into this map, and I want to start making bigger upgrades, make more decisions, and I want to plan for more than 3 to 4 years. Because if you look right here, we do have a 70-month turn remaining. Honestly, we should be able to pay that a lot quicker than that. First thing we gotta do is go ahead and make a wide enough turn. Yep, perfect. We're gonna go ahead and park the honeybee header in here for right now, and I'm gonna get one of the girls to take me back out there to the main field. We need to start thinking about maybe getting rid of that, because I don't see us wanting to keep it if we can honestly upgrade to a better sprayer. Because I don't think we're gonna stay with a Case H, but we may go to something different. We may, when we come back to get this semi truck, we may just go ahead and take it directly to Suncorp and just make it a little bit easier on ourselves. Oh, that's cool. This right here is what you call unloading real quickly. So right now we need to put this back up where it belongs. There we go. We got that dropped off. We're good there. Now time to park the old girl up, or get her washed off really. She's dirty. Been a little bit. We've been working really hard with her. Put her on in here where she belongs. And you got this thing, nice good swing. Got out of there. Now we just got to get it out of here. Perfect. Now we're looking good. Trying to get this old girl down the road and get some trucking going. So we're probably gonna, what's that? Yeah, you know what? It's making about $30 per bushel. So if we're making that, we got a good load of 1,600 bushels on there. Might as well just go ahead and sell it, then sell it in Minneapolis later. We'll make a little bit of money now. It'll cover kind of the cost of getting the new header, because I probably won't get much, but like $10,000 back for that header, honestly. All right, pull on into Suncorp. I think we should honestly get about $30,000 for this trailer load. I hope we'll find out exactly what we'll get here in a second. Alrighty, got the weight. Push on in. Let's go ahead. Should be door number 1 is what they're telling me to go into. Alrighty, door number 1. Here we are. This brake does not work on this truck. New upgrade. This is what the new upgrade should be right here. New truck. So we ended up coming away with about $50,000 for this load. I'll take that all day long. We'll take this on back to the farm and come up with our next step. I know one of my next steps is definitely going to be getting a new semi-truck no matter what now. This is stupid. Having no brakes whatsoever, and that's just not going to work. Back to the farm to find a new truck and to go ahead and get started spraying. Pull on in here. There we go. What we're going to do, we're going to tarp that, put it right here, and park it out of our way. So now that we got that out of our way, we got to go ahead and load the sprayer up with some herbicide and get this thing and going over some corn. Well, I'm online looking at some good old-fashioned equipment, aka meaning semi-trucks, because we need a new one badly. Go ahead and just go through this right here. Now she's a rocking and rolling, because I don't think that's enough spray to spray the 3 fields that I have to spray. Might be a little bit cheating, but hey, you got to use your resources. There we go. May not be 100% full, but at least we have enough to go ahead and get started on spraying some of these fields. Starting to wish I went with the spot spray right about now. Okay, I'll shut that off. We don't need that running the entire time we're working. Don't want to burn up a pump. Alrighty, first field is done. We do got 40% left in the tank. Maybe it will be enough. I don't think it will be. Maybe it'll be enough to get at least one more field done. I don't think it'll be enough to get all of them done for sure. Do need to pull around this right here. Be careful. There we go. Alrighty, so we got the second field sprayed. It did get that fully finished, but there's like nothing left in the tank. So we're going to take our big tanker, take it into town, fill it up, and see what we can get done with that. I've been on the phone with the John Deere dealership and, of course, a couple other truck dealerships. I think we found at least 2 trucks I'm interested to go look at. We may go look at them. We may not. We'll kind of see what all happens with them. With the John Deere dealership, though, they did tell me they have a header that I'm wanting. It's a flex head. It'll flex with us, do everything we need it to do, and it's going to be a little bit bigger than what we're currently getting. I personally wanted a MacDon head because those MacDon heads are gorgeous. Not only are they gorgeous, they're just so good working. They also flex to do everything they're not supposed to do. But this is where you got your butt in the situation. It's hard for me to justify spending the money on a flex head right now, or on a MacDon head, when it'd be smaller than what we currently have. I'd rather pay a little bit out of pocket and get a bigger head than not to pay anything out of pocket and get a little bit of money back and have a slower harvest. Because just so you people do understand, that harvest that we did took 3 hours solo to do it with that just one harvester. So, and that, thank God it was on live stream. Yeah, we got to have a fun time, but it did take a long time to do. Alrighty, we're currently sucking in all of our herbicide that we'll need, and we're just honestly just going to go ahead and fill it up. I think that's our best case. We don't need to buy it for a little bit, and we're going to spend a lot more money now, but later on we won't need to spend as much money. And there we go, $47,000 just on herbicide. We'll make that back in a semi-truckload, but we just got to get this back to the farm just to make sure. All right, we're going to get this thing started up, and there we go. Now she's started up. We'll go ahead and fill this thing up all the way. Don't really got to worry about too much. She's now full. We're going to turn this thing off real quickly. I'm just going to leave the semi truck here while I just take the sprayer because we got this one done. What else do I have to spray? So we got boom, field, that field, and that field. So we got three more fields to spray. So it's not many, but it's a good amount still. Okay, we got one more field of beans to do. Then we're going to start working on all the last 2 fields of corn. Let's go ahead and get these done and wrapped up ASAP so we can go ahead and get the next section of work done. Because last thing we got to start working on is getting the baling done today. Alrighty, and just like that, we are now done with spraying. I don't think we have any more spraying, honestly, we need to do. Yeah, we're done. I'm going to end up needing to use the pump on the generator over there at the container so I can suck all of the herbicide out of here. We're going to return this one. I think next year if we get one, it's going to be an older John Deere. As much as I like this Case Age, a John Deere would be nice to have. It did a really good job though this year, and it did everything we needed to do this year. So I can't complain. Ace did a really good job on this one. And plus, reminds me a lot of what I used to do spraying back in the day when I was a farmer. Here we go. I'm gonna take this on back to the farm, and then I'll come back and get my truck here in a minute. Next step will be getting to baling. Listen, don't make me bail. I don't want to bail. That's a lot of baling. This field by itself is gonna be 5 hours. Don't want to mention I probably need to rebale the grass. I need some silage grass probably. Oh, this is not gonna be fun. So once we get this thing parked in here, I'm gonna call the guys to go ahead and get it out of my farm so we can start thinking about next year. I will not lie, I like this sprayer a lot. It did a good job, did what we needed to do. Now we just gotta get the truck back home. All right, just gotta back this on back into here. Yeah, she looks pretty good. We got everything kind of working out. So a couple things we probably need to start looking at getting done. One of these things is going to be getting this either figured out what we're going to do with this. We're not using it whatsoever. We're either using our grain sites and really much I said. We need to get rid of this so badly. This is no way I can let it stay around for the rest of this harvest. I've already talked to John Deere dealership. They have something for me to come look at, so we're going to take a look and see what it's like. Next thing on the list of stuff we need to talk about, this right here, the semi truck. The Mac is done its job. My grandpa owned it for a long time. I don't think I want to sell it, but in the same sense of I don't want to sell it, I don't want to keep it running as a semi truck because the brakes on it are just, they're going out. It needs a lot of work, and honestly, I don't really want to put that much time into working on it if we don't have to. I think what we can get away with doing is going buying two newer keyword there, semi trucks that will work just as good. I think some internationals will be fine, maybe some day cab, Kenworth, something simple to kind of pick up and go with. Or that right there, you know what, we'll back this up. But we want to kind of just get everything figured out. There's so much stuff needs to be done, there's so many things need replaced, and there's just so much I want to do with the farm. Like I want to buy a new field, I want to buy a new semi truck, and we need to get a new header. There's so much going on. Cultivation, want that, I want new tractors. There's just so much on the list, and honestly not enough time to do it all. Kind of backing on up in here now. She's cleaned off and looking nice and pretty. So that's just kind of the plans we're going with. Now our next step, I think there's only one tractor here that we can bale with. How big are these bales? Hold up, gonna fill this up right here, fill that up right there, and I think we're good here. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this field on baled. Hopefully we can get this thing kind of finished out and baled pretty quickly. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Honestly, we're probably going to do a baling live stream soon. You'll probably see the baling stream before you see this video, but hey, we do what we do. So ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for the love and support y'all show to me. I do want to show you at least making one bale, just so y'all do believe me. We are gonna bale, and of course if there's any new major updates, you'll of course know in the next video. Thank y'all ladies and gentlemen for the love and support y'all show to me, my entire crew here, and leave some love down for the editors, because they do really hard work, and this is a lot of footage they're about to go through. So thank y'all so very much for the love and support y'all show to me and my entire family here. There we go, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.